Yet despite weekly vigils here, it took 4 months before they even issued a charge. 4 months of marching and protesting by the community. 4 months in which ministers, politicians, and our man stood here and demanded justice. 4 months in which the family themselves had to be made to beg and plead in order to get them to do the right thing. And now I want you to consider the stops and frisks that are illegal, racially profiling that same group of people who were issued summonses and arrested in total 700,000 as of last year. The arrest of these individuals were unjustified, and the summonses which were given were bogus and didn't even describe the nature of the offense for which it had been issued.
Talk about it.
And consider how New York has risen up against these stops and frisks, yet Philadelphia and in fact San Francisco intend to implement it, despite the ruling of the courts that it is illegal in the manner in which it's being conducted. Racially profile certain populations of people and convicts as charged a net worth of 0 in regards to solving crime.
That's right. Talk about it, sister.
The mayor of this city has come out and attacked those fighting against stops and frisks and has attempted to cause division within the community by blaming violence and the black-on-black crime on the residents who suffer within its midst.
That's right.
And in fact, told the members of this community, and in fact, members of the council, that instead of focusing in on his stops and frisks, that what they need to do is focus in on the violence in their community.
Talk about it.
Well, forgive me for saying, Mr. Mayor, but we are focusing in on the violence. And every single one of your officers is included. That is the violence we are focused in on. So when you tell us to focus on the violence, understand that all your officers are included. So if you really mean what you say, don't call on the church to plead your case when we marching and protesting against it. Because as we marched and protested against it, you weren't even at home. You was in church, making your confessions before church folks, trying to get them to understand why you feel it is necessary to racially profile an entire community. Matter of fact, and while you're at it, stop using the black-on-black crime to justify your stops and frisks. When you've arrested nearly 700,000 and couldn't hardly get a conviction, couldn't hardly find any weapons, but you begging and pleading to be allowed your stop and frisk. If you want to stop and frisk something, check your officers. There's the criminals. They got the weapons and don't mind using them. So when you get to that crime prevention, then we'll hear you. But other than that, you can just keep on going to church and talking to church folks and pleading your case, because they're the only ones who will entertain you and actually care what you have to say. But as concerning us, we don't give a damn what you got to say. We gonna keep on stop fighting, stop and frisk until it's over and done with.